Welcome, one and all, to Tan Pants, episode 43 or 44.
40 question mark.
We're up in the 40s now.
That's right.
With the special special guest, Mr. Beast. Look at me. I'm Mr. Beast.
It's me, Mr. Beast. I'm here with you. I'm here to share the day with you. Oh boy, I'm so happy to be here as Mr. Beast. Hey.
I brought the whole state of Texas, and if anybody can do tic-tac-toe, they get the whole state.
I have some funny stuff for you today.
Some funnies?
Some funny stuff, but also some serious stuff.
Oh, boy.
And if you're one of these people out there that thinks this is a good idea, well, think twice because it's funny business, folks.
You just said this.
Now let me continue.
Okay.
In Australia, a would-be thief who broke into the Melbourne.
Yeah, Melbourne
Bakery found all of his troubles. He trapped himself in a locked storeroom. So, he kind of like broke in from the top or whatever.
He's like, hey, good day. This is the best crime of the century, mate. And come in here, the bakery, steal all the baked goods. I love
all
baked
the crepes.
Goods. All
The crepes. And then, of course, all the cameras are on, and they're watching this guy. And he's trying to
Look at this
open
idiot.
the doors, and nothing's happening. He's locked in there. So then he tries to go back the way he came, which is through the ceiling. So he starts stacking containers of chairs and beans and
At the bakery? They have beans in the bakery?
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It says bins.
Oh, beans.
I read that beans.
I'm going to stack all these beans here.
Because that's just automatically assume
Whoa,
beans.
look,
these
look,
bins.
stacks of beans. I bet I can use these to climb up to a high spot with all these beans, man.
It made sense in my head, but I guess not.
Oh, boy, stacking some beans.
Stackings of beans.
Reach to heaven.
The cameras watched him attempting this for about 30 minutes. As he attempted to scale the pile, it came crashing down at least 5 times.
So these, I mean, he's a criminal. He broke in and stuff. But these jerks are just watching him trapped.
Yeah.
So then he eventually freed himself. It doesn't say how.
Oh.
But then he handed himself in.
He didn't just leave?
No. Well, I mean, he trashed the place.
Well, hang on. So that might have been a logical step. He's like, okay, I messed up bad. I noticed the camera. They definitely saw me. They probably are watching me right now. If I turn myself in now, I didn't steal anything. I broke in, but nothing happened. I can clean up the mess. Maybe I can get off, with a community service or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe that's what he was thinking.
So what I'm trying to do today is to present some failures of robbery and theft. And maybe you can decide not to do that. To either become a better person or a better thief.
I'm gonna,
choice is up to you.
I'm gonna go better thief route.
Better thief. Okay.
Because I think even if I'm not stealing things, it's good to have those skills. Look at Bilbo Baggins. He got a job with those dwarves because he was thievy.
Okay.
He did some good. He saved that entire the town burned down.
We're not teaching like bad morals on this podcast.
No. Just perfect the skill of pickpocketing without pickpocketing.
That's right.
It's good to have that skill. You never know.
So in Brazil, there were 2 burglars that were rummaging through an apartment. They were disturbed by the police, probably bursting into the apartment and saying, hey, hey.
Oh, you disturbed us. We were just rummaging.
Crocky.
They jumped
Crap,
out.
it's Brazil.
They jumped out of the window with a stash of jewelry.
Oh, man, that was a nice apartment.
Yeah. Soon afterwards, a different set of police picked up 2 men who were acting very suspiciously. While in custody, one man became ill and needed the hospital treatment.
I need the hospital treatment. Oh, I'm ill. Oh, give me the hospital treatment.
X-rays showed showed
no.
up the problems that he actually ended up swallowing 2 rings, a pendant, and a necklace.
Oh my goodness.
He swallowed it in the haste after their jump from the apartment window.
Remember that one Abbott and Costello bit where he had the necklace?
Oh, yeah.
And he ate the necklace. Like he put it in a sandwich and he ate the necklace.
Yeah, I remember that.
And that was an Abbott and Costello bit. He didn't need hospital treatment though.
He got that idea from Abbott.
He's like, I saw this Abbott. It turned out well for them. I mean, they didn't get anything.
But he probably didn't put it in a sandwich. He probably had to do it right away. Or else he brought sandwich material.
Of course, when Abbott and Costello, when Abbott ate the sandwich with the pearls in it, everyone was like, "Oh, they're gone." Like you can never get them again.
Yeah, ever.
Yeah.
They're gone. So I'm thinking like, yeah, but couldn't you have just like thrown them to the side or maybe stuffed them in your pockets or something or
Well, if
passed it off?
they were picked up because they were acting suspiciously. So
Well, I mean, think about it. To swallow a ring kind of takes, maybe not a ring, but maybe a pendant or a necklace. That's
that takes commitment,
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna because there's
Not the
gagging
easiest
and
thing to get down.
because I have choked on cheese from an enchilada, and that stringy cheese, like, that's not a pleasant. I mean, a necklace.
This guy may have been to jail several times.
He's like, I know what to do.
He's got determination.
Yeah,
gotta do this.
but it's like in their effort to get away, they swallowed the jewelry. But in reality, the reason that they got caught was because they swallowed jewelry. So,
You're acting suspicious.
yes.
Just don't act suspicious.
Okay, here's a story from the United States. So obviously the idea to rob a bank crossed the Illinois resident's mind, but he failed to logically think it through. The 40-year-old man walked into a bank, handed the cashier a threatening note that read, "Be quick, be quiet," in parentheses.
Oh.
"Give your cash or I'll shoot."
What did he say?
Huh?
What did he say?
That was the note. He just handed the teller the note.
Oh.
And the bank teller obliged and handed him $400.
That wasn't enough, was it?
But the thief had overlooked that. He overlooked the fact that his message was scribbled on a piece of his pay slip.
Oh, no.
How do you overlook that?
I need more money. This pay slip's not enough. I know.
So the detectives arrive at the scene, and they're like, you gave the guy what? I gave him $400 because he said he'd shoot me on this note. Let me see that note. Oh, there's his name, his address, and his account,
Well,
and everything.
the buddy detective is like, there's no way this guy used his own pay slip. He must be trying to frame his friend. These people are stupid.
Right.
Nope, they got him. It was his. That was kind of dumb.
How much was on the pay slip?
I don't know. It didn't say.
Probably less than
Probably
$400.
It was probably more or less than what he stole.
Listen, what if he disguised himself to look like the guy whose payslip that was?
So he's actually a genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Master criminal.
That's what a mastermind would do for $400.
You know what I would do?
What'd you do, Clay? Tell us your perfect crime.
All right. So I would get a mask, like one of those realistic masks,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's like a black man.
Ooh.
I wear sunglasses
And gloves?
and a thing over the mouth so you can't see it move. And they'll think this was a black man.
Right.
They'll be looking for a black guy, not me.
That's true. And a black guy could do it, but in reverse. White
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Why? I wonder how many people do this. That's a pretty good idea.
Maybe it's pretty obvious. You look at how the white guy
I have
dresses,
seen-
black guy walks. You'd be like,
Listen.
no, that's a white guy.
A white guy walking?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here's another one in Germany. Like kind of a similar situation of our friend in America. It didn't say where. Oh, it said Illinois.
Using a note?
Yeah, but he watched too much TV. He was 29 years old, and he tried to break into his neighbor's flat by using a bank card. He woke up the owner, and in the thief's haste to get away, the card snapped in half, leaving behind his name and his account
Oh,
details.
no. In the door or something?
Yeah, in the door. So
right.
he's trying to jimmy the door.
The old Jimmy.
The old
And
Jimmy
then
door.
the police said when they got to the burglar's home, or the house that was on the card, the other half of his card was on his kitchen table. Perfect match.
Hang on. they put them together.
That's the guy.
He's like, wait, let me flip it over. Yep.
Yeah.
It matches perfectly.
Yep.
Detective genius.
What I'm slowly starting to learn is don't be a thief in Australia.
Yeah.
So one thief got more than he bargained for when he reached into a window of a parked car and snatched a tote. The bag belonged to a professional snake catcher, Brad McDonald. Inside was a highly venomous snake. McDonald had just captured from the underground car park in Sydney.
I'm Brad McDonald. I keep poisonous snakes in handbags in my car when I leave.
So I guess that's all it says about him, but I'm assuming the guy...
Listen, I bet this guy has stolen plenty of things like this, and probably to great effect.
Yeah, but
it only didn't work one time.
It would only happen in Australia that someone would have highly venomous snake in
he
a
should
tote
just
bag.
go to Illinois, Germany, where those idiots are, because he sounds like a, smart guy.
Yeah, but he's not very... He just reached his hand in an open car. I mean, there's...
That's way better than leaving behind your bank card or using your pay slip.
They do say there is like a overlap with crime and low IQ. You can't expect criminals to be the smartest.
So, like, how often is there a real smart criminal, like in the movies?
Well, if a
in the
criminal,
movies, they have smart criminals.
if a crime happens and nobody noticed it, it was a smart criminal. So you only hear about the dumb ones.
Okay.
Yeah, like the Federal Reserve. Ooh, political.
Yeah, they're just taking the money and we don't even know it.
Like Joe Biden. Ooh.
Did you hear about the other Joe?
There's another Joe?
There's a double Joe.
Double Joe?
Yeah.
I've always
Joe
thought there
Mama.
was a double.
Oh!
Ooh, roasted.
I've always thought there was actually a secondary Joe Biden.
There are two Joe Bidens?
Yeah, whenever one's sick or using the bathroom, they bring the other one out.
Joe, use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get Joe too. Using the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, get the press secretary. Just have her do it.
This is the last one I have. It's a little weird. In Japan, a Japanese cross-dresser, he thought it would be a good idea it would help him avoid detection by donning a school uniform during his criminal acts.
Shame.
So he was wearing a
dress.
A dress. He was wearing a school dress, and he was going around snatching women's purses. Unfortunately, the 24-year-old Japanese schoolgirls don't sport a 5 o'clock shadow, and they're not as tall as he was. So he was spotted pretty quickly.
That is.
So it was a pretty pathetic disguise.
It was pretty pathetic. He was much taller, and he has a beard.
So, again, low IQ.
Yeah.
Why would you draw more attention to yourself? Because all that does is like, how many other cross-dressers with beards do we have?
Because he was probably drunk and he had the idea.
I mean, he was wearing a navy blue skirt, a white top, shoulder-length brown wig.
A wig.
A wig.
A wig.
Pathetic.
Pathetic.
You didn't
And
grow
then-
it out.
I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but are there a lot of brunette girls in...
I thought they all have
Japan?
black hair.
Yeah.
No, some have brown.
Brown?
It's more rare.
Okay.
Maybe
I
you
saw
wanted to
this-
be more special.
I saw
See,
this.
that's even more specific. You're just making
saying,
it easier
I'm
for people to find you.
Yeah.
I saw this video somebody made. It was this husband and this wife. They were fighting, and then the husband was like, "You know what? I'm leaving." And then the wife takes his hat, and she's like, "Well, let me take this. I paid for it." And then he grabs her hair and pulls her wig off. He's like, "I'm never taking this. I paid for this." And he walks out the door.
Oh.
No, they just continue on. Like she grabs like his artificial arm. I'm taking this. He grabs her artificial leg.
Oh no!
And then they're both like, "Oh, no, I'm taking this." And then
Like a kidney.
They're
Yeah.
both robots.
They're both just cyborgs, yeah. That's all I had. So if you're going to do criminal stuff, be smart about it, or don't do it at all, actually.
Yeah.
Don't ever.
We've learned that people with low IQs, how do they determine an IQ? Can you like improve your IQ? Is there like exercises you can do?
Can you
I
take
don't
the
think
test
so.
again, but better to improve it?
yes.
Can I
Yeah.
take the test again with the same answers but different results?
Like, this didn't work. I'll take it again. And I'll check these boxes. I discovered some things. I found a website. This is my new favorite website.
Aren't you so
Cool.
Mr.
Are you
Internet?
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
This is bear.org.
All right.
BEAR, as in roar, a bear.
I don't trust anything that's .org.
Bear.org.
I do. There's blender.org. They host that
Blender's
software.
still on org?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he
Blender's
got the
great.
website, he couldn't get blender.com. So he's like, I'm going to get blender.org.
You sound just like him.
Yeah.
So this is the website of the North American Bear Center. So there's a bear center somewhere in North America, and this is their website. So they have all kinds of fun things about bears, and I found this one bear that was very interesting. So this is a bear that's no longer around anymore. It's called the short-faced bear.
Is it like short-faced or short-snouted?
Short-faced.
Okay.
So Joshua, based on that description, how would you describe this bear? The short-faced bear.
I would imagine like just a regular bear, but just Photoshop his head smaller.
So it's also called the bulldog bear, and it was undoubtedly the fastest running bear that ever lived.
What?
This says
Was he very big or was he small?
this bear was huge.
Huge.
It was 5 feet at the shoulders, and when stood upright, 12 feet tall.
Dude.
Unlike modern bears, its toes were pointed straight forward. So other bears have their toes kind of split out, you know?
Yeah.
Because more for like navigating the forest, you know, being careful.
Yeah.
This bear had straight feet, kind of more like a dog
Or
for running.
Or a dolphin.
Yeah, dolphins have straight feet. It enabled it to walk with a fast, purposeful gait, and it could probably run 40 miles an hour, despite weighing 1,500 pounds.
Wow.
Let me show you a picture of this skeleton.
That's pretty intimidating.
This thing's a freaking monster bear,
looks like a saber-toothed tiger.
but even more.
But more.
Imagine a saber-toothed tiger mixed with a dinosaur.
Okay.
This thing was humongous. Its face was short, like its name says. I mean, of all of this outstanding characteristics, this bear has a very short face. So it had a very, very large nose canal, so it could breathe more oxygen as it was running at these high speeds to chase things down.
Okay.
Wow.
And people think these things hunted buffalo, caribou, and other giant things back in the day.
Elephants.
Elephants, other dinosaurs. It lived in Minnesota and the open country west of the Mississippi River. So Oklahoma.
Minnesota.
Minnesota and everything west of Mississippi.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, this thing was bad. They don't think it ate any vegetation
Why not?
because its bones had like high levels of nitrogen, something like that. So when something about carnivores, when you look at their bones, if there's a lot of nitrogen, that means they ate more meat than usual.
Yeah.
I guess that's what they're trying to say in this article, I think. So I guess if you like look at normal bears, they don't have as much nitrogen, something like that.
I don't know, man.
But people say that these bears basically made it so that settling North America was pretty hard. So the Native Americans who were here, people think they came across from Russia originally. And so these bears kind of kept people from crossing over until they were kind of all gone. Yeah, their only living relative is the short-faced bear, the speckled bear in South America. It's omnivorous and the size of a black bear.
So what you're saying is the short-faced bear was the best bear.
It was the best bear.
It was peak bear performance.
Too bad it died out. But bear.org, I mean, has all kinds of fun things. Like, here's one. Why people fear bears.
I don't fear bears. Ask me if I'm afraid of a bear.
Are you afraid of a bear?
Nah.
So if there was a bear in that corner right now, what would you do?
It'd be pretty cool.
That's pretty good, Max, because there's a bear right behind you.
No, I'm not afraid of bears. Come on, are you crazy?
So if you click on the why people fear bears page, it brings up just a bunch of articles. One of them is called "I grew up fearing bears." Another one says, "Why do we fear bears? Images versus reality. Articles that demonize bears. Bears as imaginary dragons. Bears of the unknown. Do bears really snarl?" So this website's trying to teach people to not be afraid of bears. But if you ever see a bear, get away from the bear.
Don't hug bear.
Do not hug the bear.
Bear is not friend.
Bear kill.
Did
Bear
you know that,
kill you.
Did you know that polar bears, they stalk humans, and then when the human goes into their house, they'll just wait outside.
Wow.
They'll wait for days. You walk out, and then it gets you right there.
Bears are bad.
So, okay, you should fear bears.
You should fear bears.
You should.
So this bear website trying to make people like bears. I mean, yeah, like bears, But it's okay to be afraid of something that could actually kill you. That's a healthy fear.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good thing. It's like why people fear bears because you're supposed to. Duh.
Bears were like the main thing that killed us back in the day.
Yeah, I was gonna say that there's not really any threat, like mammal wise, to humans anymore.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, it was lions, tigers,
Yeah.
and bears.
Yeah.
Those are the three big things that killed
my.
us. Yeah, that's why that scene exists.
What's that one?
They're still dangerous, and you still got to watch out and not be stupid, and they still kill people. But
Yeah.
There was a lion that was shot in a zoo a couple weeks ago. People tried to make it a big Harambe thing, because Harambe got shot.
You can't do that.
You can't. I mean, well, Harambe was like a little kid, and Harambe wasn't doing anything.
Right.
This was a tiger mauling a man's arm,
Yeah.
so they shot the tiger. So the guy, he stuck his hand into the cage, like, "Here, tiger."
oh wow,
Yeah.
And of course, his arm is nearly ripped off,
Oh no.
torn to shreds. They shot the tiger up. Of course they did.
yeah. He was trying to get over his fear of tigers, Isaac.
Yeah, he's like, I had a fear of tigers. And he's like, I have solidified my fear of tigers.
I'm forever afraid of tigers.
It's like that scene from SpongeBob. He's like, I'm not afraid of outside anymore, but
yeah,
I'm terrified of gorillas now.
yeah.
Who wants to play? Who wants to have
A budget with
two digits in it? I'm your host, Isaac Anderson. Clay, let's have you go first.
Oh boy.
Who was the first actor to appear on a cover of Time magazine?
Come on, man. This is so easy. Josh, are you Googling it?
Yeah.
Shirley.
Don't Google it.
Shirley Temple.
I'm sorry. The answer is Charlie Chaplin. Joshua,
Yeah.
what language has the most words?
Mandarin?
I'm sorry. The answer is English.
Oh, because, we make new words all the time.
We make crap up all the time. Maxwell.
Man, I could have sworn it was like some weird ancient language.
Yeah, like words like Among Us,
Yeah, like what does that even mean?
yeet.
Yeet,
Except yeet might
Okay,
have
here it goes.
actually existed.
squivel.
Maxwell.
What?
Who was Olive Oil's boyfriend before Popeye?
Oh, this is easy.
Pete. Wasn't it Pete? The big guy?
The big guy's name was Bruno or Bluto.
I think
Bluto?
it was Bluto.
It was Bluto or Brutus in some countries.
But I don't think they were boyfriend, girlfriend. I think he just liked her. And then she was always
Like kidnapping her because he liked her.
kidnapping her. And she was all like,
Like, I like you.
I'm going to say it wasn't him. And I'm going to say it was Steamboat Willie.
Okay. That's a good guess. His name was Ham Gravy.
Was it the guy with the
Ham
hamburgers?
gravy?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I've never
Who
heard of
was
this
that guy's
person.
name?
That guy was named, I gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. What was his name?
I don't know. I mean, does he
I
even
can't
have a
remember.
name?
What was his name?
If that was Olive Oil's boyfriend before,
The hamburger.
she made an upgrade. Clay, what country invented Venetian blinds?
I'm just gonna guess Venice.
Oh, his name was Wimpy.
Wimpy?
Wimpy was the
Wimpy.
hamburger guy.
Okay, his name was Wimpy.
I'd gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Get out of here, Wimpy.
The answer is Japan. Japan invented Venetian blinds.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Joshua, Leica was the first dog to ever do what?
Jump through the hoop.
The answer is go to space.
Okay.
Leica, Russian dog.
What kind of dog?
It was
It was a Russian
just
Shepherd.
a Russian dog.
If that exists.
It was a dog that didn't come back.
Oh.
Yeah, she died on re-entry.
Oh boy.
I think basically burned to death. Max,
Yeah.
which animal can live longest without water? And I'll help you here. This isn't like a bug. This is animal.
Okay, that
A
does
bug's
help.
an animal.
I mean, the answer is like the water bear. That can live the longest.
Right.
But this is asking for something bigger than what animal, not like bug or insect or whatever.
Because when you think animal,
Which water bears aren't bugs. They're like actual I think they're technically animals.
Okay, then my answer is water bear.
Well, that's not what it's asking.
oh boy.
Okay, so
Because back then they didn't discover that.
I think the myth is camels, right?
You think camels can live longest?
But that's got to be too obvious. I would go like maybe something that can hibernate. So how about do rabbits hibernate?
I don't. Maybe they do. I don't think they do.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna say it can't be a bear. It's too big. It needs water.
Think of like hardy animals that live like through anything.
An armadillo.
Is armadillo?
Yeah, that makes sense. It's a desert animal, right?
The answer is rat.
Oh.
The rat is the animal can live the longest
I
without
should have
water.
guessed. If there's any animal that lives through anything, it's a rat.
Clay, which fruit contains the most protein?
Ooh.
I might know this one.
I'm going to say the jackfruit.
The jackfruit?
Yeah.
Josh, what was yours?
Pomegranate.
You're both wrong.
Was it a lemon?
Avocado.
What? I
What?
knew that. I knew that.
That's a fruit?
Okay, Joshua.
Huh.
Charlie Chaplin ate a boot in the movie Gold Rush.
True or false?
No, he did. What was it made of? While filming the scene, he couldn't eat a real boot, so they made a boot. What was it made of?
Back then, they did more extreme things. Now they just use CGI. So
You think it was a real boot?
No, they probably did. They probably had some idea. They probably made it out of. It's like cake. They made it out of cake.
Out of cake? It was made out of licorice.
Okay.
They made a
could see
boot out of licorice, and
I
he
can
ate
see
the
that,
boot.
yeah.
I kind of want to see some of those old.
Did they film him
movies.
eating the whole thing?
I don't know. He took a couple bites out of it. I don't know if he ate the whole thing or not. That's a lot of licorice.
Yeah.
I like licorice.
Okay,
You talking to me?
I'm talking to you, Maxwell.
Let's
I'm trying
go.
to find a good one here. Which country grew the first orange?
What? How could you even know that?
Which country grew the very first orange?
Spain.
China.
What?
It's always China.
Why? Just pick the oldest.
Okay, Clay, here's your final question. Alfred Hitchcock admitted to being terrified of what? Josh looks like he knows.
His own.
Josh
nose.
is like, oh, I know this one.
It's just a good guess.
His own nose.
His true fear is the fear that rests inside all of us.
And
That's it.
It was just fear itself?
Yeah.
What do you think it was, Josh?
Birds.
I'm sorry. He was terrified of policemen.
wait,
Huh.
why?
I don't know.
He was always
He
just like,
just didn't
no,
like policemen.
They can't be here now.
I can't go back to jail again.
Every time a
Max,
policeman walks by, he's just,
here is your final question.
okay, I'm ready for it.
Where did Spam get its name?
I feel like I know this one though. Like we've talked about it before. Spam. I don't know. It's probably some dude.
No, it was like a logical thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's an acronym?
No, it's not an acronym. It's just like two words smushed together.
Oh, wasn't it like space ham?
Space ham?
Yeah, like an astronaut food, right?
Back in World War II, they introduced it to Hawaii. Hawaii's like, oh, space ham.
Hey, that's a good guess though, right?
What is this? It's space ham from space.
You mean a guest we invite to the podcast?
Welcome, space ham.
Space ham.
So glad to be here. I'm space ham. Space ham, stress and wisdom.
Dude.
So would you put away the toilet
but I
seat?
brought my friend regular ham.
Hey, I'm regular ham. It's me. This is my little brother, Space Ham. Space Ham, do the thing you do. Space Ham, stop that.
See those legs? Man.
Disgraceful. No, it's spiced ham.
Spiced ham?
Spiced ham.
I don't even know what spam is.
I like space ham better.
It's okay. Yeah.
I like the fact that I said space ham because now I
Listen,
can use that for a
You're the
band
only
name.
one who got one right. It's Space Ham. Yeah,
There you
Space
go.
Ham. Thank you for listening to Who Wants to Have a Budget with 2 digits in it. I'm your host, Isaac Anderson. Get out of my house.
Fine.
Clay, I know. I can tell by your
Jumping jacks.
your stance that you got something big to share. You got a big
This is
something to share.
this is a hot topic.
This is gonna be life changing.
Do we all need to stretch before we hear
We
it?
might
Fresh
have-
off the
we might-
waffle maker.
Fresh off the waffle maker, we might have to stretch a little bit.
Yeah, pass me some of that space ham.
So this happened to me yesterday.
Whoa, true life story,
Whoa.
Yeah. So I went to bed early,
Whoa.
8:30 p.m.
All right.
Oh, you were tired.
Dude.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm going to get a full night of sleep, and I'm going to wake up early, start the day right.
Nice.
And then guess what happened? I woke up 2 hours later, and I couldn't get back to sleep. I was like, why? Why, body?
Wait. You 2 hours earlier or later?
You woke up at
back
10?
in time 2 hours earlier. How did you do that?
Yeah,
So
no.
you went to bed at 8 and you woke up at 10.
At 10:30 p.m. And I was like, I can't get back to sleep now. My body just hates me, doesn't want me to get to sleep.
Did you try some sleeping techniques?
No.
Oh, I thought you were gonna start talking about sleeping techniques.
Oh,
that
man,
didn't-
that'd be really good.
So I started watching TV.
Okay, that's a good sleeping technique,
And, they had on Rick and Morty, just
Right.
reruns.
right?
The Office, just
Right.
reruns.
Yep.
Friends,
Yep.
all reruns.
Yep.
A whole lot of stuff,
Nothing new.
all reruns. And I was like, this is all boring. I'm bored. And there's nothing to do because it's 10:30 at night. Everyone's asleep. So I was scrolling through the TV looking for something. And guess what I came across?
Came across TanPants, our secret television show we didn't tell you about. I knew someday you'd find out.
I knew it. No, I came across Grand Sumo Wrestling.
No.
What?
Yes.
Oh,
What country did this come from?
Japan.
What?
was it like dubbed in English?
Yeah.
What?
That is my show.
Oh, I could, dude. Is it like a
I've
a
never
weekly
actually
thing?
seen one. Are they like inappropriate or are they like?
Well, they're large men in diapers,
Right.
And they're
So,
trying
yes.
to push each other out of the
Okay,
circle.
It's a little inappropriate, Josh.
It's not for kids.
You gotta
It's for
get-
men.
Got you.
You got to get with it, man. You got to just. It's all right.
You gotta show up in a diaper.
It's all right.
Clay, are you about to suggest we have like a Thursday night sumo party every week where we watch the sumo? Like we get
Yeah.
snacks and watch sumo?
No.
It's so weird.
Right now they're doing the tournament. It's a 15-day thing. It was day 8.
Right.
Wow.
So I was watching it and I was like, sumo. Sumo. What? Bunch of fat guys pushing each other.
I can see Clay.
Sumo.
PJs.
10.
10 at night. Just
10.
sumo.
All right, so I watched it and at first I was like, ew, this is gross.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. But then after a minute or so, you kind of get used to it. You get over it.
You get used to the
When
fat
you
guy in
realize,
the diaper.
wait,
See, that's what
this
I'm
is
saying.
literally Smash Brothers.
That's what I'm saying. You just kind of got to get with it and then you get into it.
Yeah, it was really good. Like,
Exciting.
yeah, it was exciting. I just watched the match and the way that they were moving around the arena, pushing each other out. I was like, yes, yes,
It awakened something primal.
yes, it did.
In our ancestry, we were large. We wore almost no clothing, and we pushed each other off of rocks.
Yes.
I love
no.
it. I love it.
It was good. It was really good. I noticed there's like 2 techniques. One, they just go in and they just shove a forward thrusting of their arm
Right.
to your chest, to your face, to your neck, anything to just shove you out. And the other one, they try to grab you. They grab your diaper. They'll grab your fat
no.
rolls.
It's called grab holes.
You have to grab the love handles. Get a good old grip of the love handle.
You just toss them out.
Oh my! Can
That
you
sounds
toss
pain.
it?
Imagine getting tossed by your love handles.
Yeah, but
With
you
all,
get,
of that, with all that luggage.
but you're getting tossed by like a 500+ man.
I'm a 500+ man, about to grab your love handles.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it had the stuff about their stats. And they averaged about 350 pounds.
Okay. Not
I'm like-
quite 500.
Yeah, but they're big still.
yeah.
Yep.
And they apparently they eat 7,000 calories a day.
Wow.
And they don't have any obesity problems.
So they're not obese?
I mean,
think
Isn't
I'd
that
call it
obese?
They're like not technically.
no, I mean, like, they don't have the health problems of obesity.
Oh.
Okay, so they're burning those calories.
Yeah, they're burning them. And because they're so active, like they work out a lot. Like they're basically bodybuilders underneath that.
Okay.
Wow.
And so because of that, they don't have any what's called visceral fat.
Huh.
So that means
Useless fat.
that's the fat that gets around all your arteries and causes diabetes and blood problems. So they have none of that. It's all just right beneath the skin.
Huh.
So all these sumo guys, even though they appear fat, they're fit.
Oh yeah.
They're actually strong.
Some of them, like, you can like see it like at their legs, like it's like pure muscle still.
Wow.
Like a giant leg of pure muscle.
Dude. Imagine like fighting one of those guys. You would die.
Yeah, they were
There's
huge.
No choice.
He'd
There's
kill
no
you.
chance, yeah.
Right.
And they were huge. Like the referee, he was like to like their chest.
Wow.
They were just giant, big men.
So in America, if you're tall, you go basketball. In
Yeah.
Japan, if you're tall, they go, you need some more dumplings. He'd be a sumo man.
Whoa.
I show you how big you can be.
Here, eat bird. Eat 7 bird.
So some of these fights were really good though. Like there was one where this guy was shoving this other guy, and the guy was trying to grapple him, and then he was trying to shove him, and then the guy moved to the side. He came out of the arena, and the guy fell at the same time.
Oh.
And it was like, oh, you got to do like a replay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But he fell like chest first.
Ouch.
350 pounds. Like on the edge of the court. It's like a rope that's like 4 inches thick.
My goodness.
He fell right on it, chest first. I was like, oh. Everyone was like, is he dead?
Did he kill himself?
Oh my goodness.
It's like, that is.
So there's just a circle. From what I understand of sumo, it's just a circle in the middle and 2 guys in the circle, and they're trying to push each other out of the circle.
Yes. Or if the other guy falls, he loses too.
Oh, if he falls within the circle, he loses?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it if as soon as he steps foot out of the circle or his whole body or something?
I think it's foot.
Okay.
And so, I was getting really into this. And then I saw the perfect sumo wrestler,
No.
What?
Ichinojo.
Ichinojo?
Next podcast guest. Ichinojo.
Ichinojo!
Can I buy his t-shirts? Can I buy his merch?
Can we buy his
Maybe.
drip?
I'd buy Ichimocho.
Ichinojo!
He was noticeably like at least several inches taller.
Noticeably
others?
7 inches taller.
Maybe like
okay.
3-4 inches. And then he weighed 450 pounds.
Oh, he was big, boy.
I was like, oh my, what? He's so much bigger than everyone. And then I looked at his opponent. Wakataka Kage.
Wakatakatage.
This guy's only 280 pounds. He's smaller than everyone else.
Whoa, little guy.
Yeah, he's small. And I'm like, Waka, you ain't got nothing against Ichinojo. He is a beast of a man. I got so into this match.
Oh my goodness.
They started the match. He's like, go. When they start the match, they're both crouched down, kind of like
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
They do the thing.
They do the 1 foot up and go
What?
boom.
Boom. Yeah. That thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
So the ref said, go. And then they started. And Ichinojo charged across the arena like a bolt of lightning covered in lard. Like Waka did not even have the time to get up. He was so fast.
It's just like it's like a cannonball heading toward his small little fat body.
He's like charging his Sonic Super
His
Dash.
muscle legs were so sonic.
Oh, wow.
So the ref was like, hey, man, no, that's not the rules. You can't do that. We have to restart.
The ref got between the guys.
Man.
No, they just kind of like, he's like, stop. And then they stopped. They went back because you got to let the guy get up at least.
Right.
So they redid it. They said, go. They charged in, and they had this thing where they're both trying to grapple each other. And when both guys are trying to grapple, they can kind of just be squirming in the middle for a minute.
Yeah.
But usually they're sliding across the arena because they're just both trying to push each other.
Right.
But not Ichinojo. You could not move him. Waka could do nothing to him.
Dude. So like here in America, like if it's like UFC or boxing or something, they normally like match weights. Like
yeah.
it's like heavyweight to featherweight. Would they do that in sumo, or are they just like if you're
guess
small
not.
and you want to fight the big guy, go ahead?
Was it like a random matchup? Like they're going through like winners will face off in the next match, and they kind of slowly get everyone.
No, it's kind of like a cycle. Like it is kind of random. They're battling different people every day for 15 days.
Oh wow.
And then whoever gets the most wins, I guess, is the best.
Okay, so
Okay.
so Waka's like, I'm gonna get a hit. This guy's gonna get an easy win, easy point.
Oh, okay.
No, but
Unless
wait.
Waka's amazing.
So Ichinojo, he had him, and he was pushing him back while grappling, and it looked like Waka was about to go right out. And guess what he did? He let go.
What?
And he slipped right out.
What?
No!
Ichinojo kept going. He couldn't stop.
Dude, he pulled a Bugs Bunny.
His momentum was too strong.
Yeah.
Yes. And then he just, boom, right to the ground. Well, like he fell hands first, like he caught himself out of the arena.
Out of the circle.
And I was like, no.
Ichi.
Like up to that point, I was like, I saw him pushing and I was like, yes. Ichinojo, he is a mountain of a man and you are a pebble. But then Waka, he got sneaky on him.
He went sneaky.
Man.
You went sneaky on
I didn't know sumo wrestlers could be so sneaky.
Yeah.
Man.
sumo, man. It's more
So-
brain than brawn.
If the it's in China, right, or Japan?
It's in Japan.
Japan. So if the Japanese people, if they get a guy that's abnormally huge, they don't just say, "Hey, let's do the world's strongest man competition."
They don't say, "Hey, let's take our towels and do the towel whip on him because
Yeah.
he's so large."
It's like, no, let's sumo.
How old is sumo? Is sumo one of like the oldest sports ever?
No, it's about 1500.
Okay.
15. It's pretty old, but that's not the oldest.
Because I think we recently just had like the world's strongest man competition, and somebody won, and he's a huge guy, but I don't think he was
man.
450 pounds.
Actually, before I came over today, it was on.
Oh.
What?
I saw Ichinojo go up against Ura. Easy. Ichinojo just charged right in. They slipped around for a minute, and then he just tossed him out like, get out of here.
Tossed him out like King Balmop.
Kind of like
King Bama.
shoved him out.
Yeah.
This is Ichi's land.
Yeah. And then right after, it was Waka Takakage, his battle, against some guy, Tsuchimichi.
Who cares?
And Waka just went in. He was like charging like, bam, 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 get out. I defeated Ichinojo. I can defeat you easy.
He has that high still. That's amazing.
That is great.
That's good. And this is day 9. So there's like 6 days left.
So eventually it's going to be the champion. Definitely tune in for the championship.
Yeah.
Like the winning match.
That would be cool.
The news with Josh Anderson.
The news.
Okay, Josh, do you have some news for us? I mean,
Yeah.
it's going to be hard to top Waka Naga and Ichinoga.
Ichinojo.
Oh, yeah?
Ichinojo.
Armed robbery suspects arrested after stopping to eat at IHOP.
Guys, we just used our guns to get money.
Now let's use some money to buy some waffles.
I want some pancakes. I want some bad scrambled eggs.
They go to IHOP and he's like, these are the worst pancakes that we've ever bought. With those money, we could get some better pancakes. Let's go.
You're like,
They
"Hey,
get out
guys."
and the cops show up because IHOP already, because they still got their masks on.
Yeah, they're like, "Hey guys, now that we have all this money, we could buy a bunch of food and it'd be like it's free."
We could become the
that.
next Ichinocho.
We got Ichinocho. You know how Joe Rogan sometimes like hosts the fights, you know?
Yeah.
I wonder if we could ever get big enough to where like we're invited to host the
That would be a dream come true.
the sumo.
Yeah.
Be like announcers.
Ontario driver takes selfie as car sinks into Rydell River.
Hey, pick your battles.
It's this picture of this girl. She's standing on her car. It's like capsized in the water, and she's
sinking?
Sinking. She's just taking a selfie.
Is she okay? Did she live through
Yeah,
that?
she
selfie?
looks
Is
all
there
right.
anybody in the car?
She's
'Cause
like,
that would
well,
be kinda
nothing I can
morbid.
do. Might as well get some
Well, so much
for my cat. Social media flair.
Well, somebody's drowning right now. I might as well take a selfie of them.
Drivers caught racing on Vancouver streets blame police for doing their job.
They blame the police.
Yeah, because they were racing in Vancouver, and the police caught them, and they said, it was the police fault. They caught us.
Yeah. They're just racing.
Right. They were just racing.
Wait, I'm confused.
So they saw
it again.
so many movies about car races,
Yeah.
they're racing in
Yeah.
streets. Like, let's do that too. So they get in their minivan
Yeah.
and their
But then something doesn't go according to the plan.
no,
They
and
get caught.
The cops say, "Are you racing?" I'm like, yeah.
yeah.
You got a problem with that? Yes, we do.
Actually, you can't do that.
You can't race. The speed
can't.
limit's
The speed limit.
35. You're going
Oh,
42.
Well, Jessica said that I could race her if
Is that a big gulp? Are you doing a big gulp as you're racing?
It's good for my cholesterol.
And are you vaping? Oh, everyone.
He says, I just have anxiety.
Yeah.
Into the police car. You're all going to your parents' house.
Because it's in Vancouver.
Canada.
Yeah. FedEx wants to install anti-missile lasers in its cargo jets.
What?
FedEx does?
Yeah.
They're
Because
not- they're
if
pretending-
FedEx gets a
Listen.
missile launched at them, they could point their anti-missile lasers
They're
at them.
pretending
This
they're
is
that
literally someone in a shareholder meeting like, hey,
Yeah.
I read an article about missiles. We need anti-missile lasers. Anti-missile lasers. They're just like demanding something that doesn't
Yeah.
exist. It's like
No,
anti-missile
it
lasers.
exists. The missiles can
Yeah,
track
but
heat.
these lasers are as long as the planes.
The lasers are.
And so
Isaac, you don't know what.
Isaac,
you
I
don't know
watched
what
a video
FedEx
about these lasers
how
that actually
old?
shoot missiles.
How old was this video?
Isaac,
Maybe
you
10
don't-
years ago.
Listen, you don't.
You think they're smaller now?
You don't know what FedEx is capable of.
It was saying that the missiles can track the heat of the airplane, so they point the lasers at the rockets to throw their heat sensors off,
Yeah, that's how things work.
to throw the missiles off track.
To throw the missiles off track.
Why are people shooting missiles at FedEx planes?
Because maybe they want some of the stuff on it.
I was just about
That will
to say.
destroy the stuff.
I was about
You
to.
shoot a missile and get stuff. There isn't going to be stuff.
Maybe they could pull
No.
some crisp
They're
PS5s
trying
out of the wreckage.
They're trying.
PS5s.
They're trying.
That's all people care about.
Crisp PS5. Oh, yes. This will go nicely with my collection.
Oh no!
FedEx is just trying to be more like pretend they're more important than they really are.
Right.
Amazon.
Okay.
We need
This one.
protected from
This one is my favorite out of the ones I found today.
Okay.
Televangelist. You guys understand that, right?
Yeah, I understand that.
Televangelist
on the TV.
complains that God cannot hear prayers through masks.
How about through TVs, eh?
God cannot hear your prayers through a mask, but he can hear you through your TV screen.
Repent and donate to this phone number, please.
It's just the most ironic thing I've ever read.
God can't
in my
hear a prayer
life.
through a mask. Listen, masks are dumb. I'm totally against masks.
Yeah.
You should never wear a mask ever. Yeah, they're dumb.
I
Yeah.
don't think they're dumb when you're
But
cutting
saying,
harshest.
God can't hear you praying through that mask
Right.
is a little bit silly.
I don't think
if you're
they're.
pouring some insulation foam and stuff.
Yeah, I think
you don't
that's-
want that stuff going on in your lungs.
Or if you're like using
Maybe you do.
a paint
What
spray,
if I love it?
maybe.
or you're like doing like concrete work. It's
Yeah.
kind of nice to have. You don't breathe in
Yeah,
asbestos.
what if the concrete guy needs to pray? Like, oh no, he makes a mistake. He needs to pray really quick. Take off your mask. You're gonna make you pray.
I'll die. I can't do it. Just do it.
God can't hear you through your mask.
I pray a hedge of protection around your nostrils.
Okay, this one.
Can't. First I have to unveil them.
No, that was pretty good, but this is the last one. This is the finale.
This is the crim
This is the great one. Hiker lost on mountain for 24 hours. He ignored calls from rescuers because he didn't recognize the phone number.
You're like, I can't find. Who keeps calling? Who keeps calling me?
I'm lost.
I'm not answering the phone right now.
That's right.
I need to find help. For goodness sakes.
Right. I mean, I get that. I get a number, call me, and I'm like, yeah, right. Like, I'm going to answer
If this
that.
is another spam
It's
call,
another spam call.
as I'm trying to find help.
I answered all of them.
You do not.
I do.
Do you prank call him or?
They're
Say
kind
something
of just
goofy.
like, hey, we'd like to sell you car insurance. And I'm like, sorry,
It's always car insurance.
sorry, I don't believe in cars.
Yeah, I just tell him, listen, buddy, I don't have a car. I don't know who you're trying to call.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm Amish.
I'm sorry. I'm
be funny
I'm
because they
Amish.
don't use phones.
And then he's like, wait, you're using a phone.
Don't.
Tell Father Ishmael. I have a phone because I can hide it. I can't hide a car.
Jacob's the only one that knows.
I have a crisp.
really good.
I have a crisp PS5 in the basement.
Straight off
play
the
with
wreckage of a
headphones.
FedEx plane that I shot down.
Listen.
Because they haven't installed their
I
anti-missile
spent all of
lasers
my
yet.
butter money on a copy of what's the Cyberpunk? What's the Cyberpunk game?
2022.
No, what was the Cyberpunk game called?
2077.
I spent all my butter money on
Battlefield 2077.
Battlefield 27. No, the Cyberpunk game that doesn't work.
Cyberpunk 2042.
No, the Cyberpunk game with all the memes. Cyberpunk with Keanu Reeves. What's that
Okay,
game?
got you. Cyberpunk.
It's just Cyberpunk.
It's called Cyberpunk 2027.
I spent all my money on Cyberpunk and it doesn't work with my crispy PS5. And Father Ishmael, if he finds out, he's gonna take away my goats.
They don't have fathers,
Yeah.
do they?
I don't know if they.
They call it.
I
like-
assume they got dads. He calls his dad
I thought
Father
they said
Ishmael.
like I'm from the house of Nathaniel, or something.
My father's name is Ishmael. I am his son Ishmael. This is my son Ishmael. We are the Ishmaels.
I saw a YouTuber. He took his guitar and his amp and he went to an Amish community. He's like, I'm gonna see if they recognize these tunes. And he started playing it to this guy. And he didn't recognize it. And then you're like, well,
Not sure what I expected.
And
He's like, you Amish guy, you know this? He's like, no.
and the guy's sitting there listening. He's like, oh, that was lovely. And the guy was like, you didn't know what song that was? He's like, nope.
I'm
He
Amish,
goes,
man.
and the kid turns to the camera. Wow.
What an idiot.
Come on, of course they didn't.
What was the song?
What an SJW.
It was like AC/DC and like guitar, very Stairway to Heaven. Very
Was it
familiar
Let's Go
stuff.
Brandon?
No, that's a song.
Yeah. It's a
yeah,
song.
it was number one on iTunes for a while.
Wait, that was by that one rapper, right?
Yeah.
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 I think there were like a few people that did it, but there was like a few of them that got to the top.
It was a fad for a while, yeah.
Did the Amish know like any music? Like,
Amazing Grace, I guess.
You know that one.
are you sure?
Hymns, probably hymns. That
Are
they
you
just
sure?
said- Yeah, I think so.
Are you really sure?
Yeah.
Let's get an Amish on the podcast.
All right.
Okay.
Hi, Amish guy.
Well, hello there, laddie.
Hello there, laddie. I talk like this for some reason because I'm Amish.
You want some carrots?
I got pockets and pockets of carrots.
And I have cabbage that I don't know what to do with.
Cabbage is candy to me.
I've seen a lot of videos where like there are guys that are like, hey, I got Amish people that live nearby. I'm gonna go show you guys on my video, and it's the middle of the day, so the parents are gone, they're working,
Yeah.
and it's just the kids there, and he's like, hey, there's the kids, there they are. Just don't mind me, a weird guy, a strange man with a camera.
Is he a creep?
The world.
That's
Like
weird.
I've seen like a dozen videos where like guys are just like, yeah, so this is their compound, this is what they do. Like he's just like, oh, there's some kids over there.
Yeah.
Hey kids, and the kids are like, what do we do?
I know.
He's run.
That's awkward.
I feel sorry for him sometimes.
He's just like, they're so shy. I'm like,
Yeah, you're being a creep.
Of course. Dude, they're Amish.
he goes to sleep and he wakes up in the middle of the night and Amish kids are around his backyard like, this is where the man lives. This is where he's from. His house. This is where he sleeps.
He's a werewolf. We gotta go in there with the sage. Get some crack sage.
They have lanterns.
He wakes up. What are you doing? We're performing the exorcism.
Don't worry, it's very chill. We basically light candles and sing songs in backwards. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Tan Pants.
Thank you to our legendary Patreons, Gilstronculus, Naven Jr., and The Big Tine.
We hope you guys enjoyed the podcast, learned some things, and hopefully awakened your true inner self to the recognition that sumo is the best thing ever.
Yeah. We hope your life has been bettered.
Except maybe water.
What?
What?
Because if you were to choose between sumo wrestlers and water,
You
you'd
choose
probably
sumo.
choose water.
You choose sumo.
Unless you're a rat.
Sumo's
yeah,
you're a
unless
rat.
you're a rat.
If you're a rat, you just
Sumo
whatever you
all the
want.
way.
The rat's like, I don't need water.
Right. The most efficient biological vessel on Earth.
It's like, I am basically a disease
yeah,
that can make noise and scare people.
disease in physical form.
Thank you for watching, y'all, or listening, whatever it is. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.